Hey, how's it going? You know how said I was here, so sharing the poetry of Rumi? Well, you don't because I didn't make the announcement on here, but I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite poets each morning. And I'm going to start off with Rumi, who's essentially who's a Sufi poet, and every time I would go through a hard time, Rumi seems to, provide some sort of restoration for my soul, as much as he could sound like a greeting card at times. Just a fantastic Sufi poet. And if you don't know what Sufism is, I'm just going to condense it to the Zen Buddhism of Islam, which is probably not academic or PC to say, but what the fuck. I'm going to share this poem. And I'm sharing it from the first section of the Essential Rumi, which is like the equivalent of Led Zeppelin's greatest hits. You know, my major Rumi book is The Essential Rumi. I didn't start out that way. I've written 12 books. I've been published over 330 times. Give me a fucking break. So, anyway, the first section deals with the tavern and the sense of community and this idea of divine drunkenness. So, I'm going to start off with, who says words with my mouth? And maybe I'll talk about the poem, but I don't know yet. Who says words with my mouth? All day I think about it, then at night I say it. Where did I come from? What am I supposed to be doing? I have no idea. My soul is from elsewhere, I'm sure of that. And I intend to end up there. This drunkenness began in some other tavern. When I get back around to that place, I'll be completely sober. Meanwhile, I'm like a bird from another continent, sitting in this aviary. The day is coming when I fly off. But who is it now in my ear who hears my voice? Who says words with my mouth? Who looks out with my eyes? What is the soul? I cannot stop asking. If I could take one sip of an answer, if I could taste one sip of an answer, I could break out of this prison for drunks. I didn't come here of my own accord, and I can't leave that way. Whoever brought me here will have to take me home. This poetry, I never know what I'm going to say. I don't plan it. When I'm outside the saying of it, I get very quiet and rarely speak at all. This is followed by another one. We have a huge barrel of wine, but no cups. That's fine with us. Every morning, we glow, and in the evening we glow again. They say there's no future for us. They're right, which is fine with us. I'm thinking about that. You know, this idea of communion and poetry. You know, it's not straightforward. It articulates what cannot be said. It distills an experience with linguistic elements that are kind of adjacent. And there's a little bit of mental gymnastics to it. And I'm thinking this, about us. I know I mispronounced a word, and I don't really give a shit. And I'm thinking about the prison for drugs and how we're all deluded. But, when you just drink enough delusion, you get to a point of clarity. And you can go back there, and the person putting you in that prison is yourself, or you've allowed other people to put you in that prison. And eventually, I think you can break out. I think when you have enough taste of loneliness, despair, maybe a certain amount of celebratory aesthetic ecstasy, you can get there. But yeah, I don't plan on my poetry either. I just say whatever the fuck, and it really it hits something subconscious, this underlying feeling, and your soul being from elsewhere. Maybe that's just like I don't know. It's the point of being, the point of existence. It's the point of enlightenment, being content. I don't know. I'm just throwing words at you guys right now. It's my first poetry reading deconstructing Rumi. So, like I said, who says words with my mouth? You, God, you are God. We're all the divine, infinite face, mirror of reality. Anyway, thanks for enjoying
Please allow
morning with
me
me.
to introduce myself.